been a really, really, really intense time. There's been a lot showing up, and I get that I'm not the only one that is just having a lot of awareness of change, of possibility, and a lot of awareness of what other people are choosing too. So I just wanted to give a shout out to my girl Rachel Silber, who helped me go and shift through a really crazy space. Hi, thanks, Matt. I have been so aware, and I know I'm not the only one, like I mentioned, of a lot of things showing up in the world, and not just the news, just everything beyond that. Hi, Christian. And hi, Linda. And hi, other Matts, lots of Matts. So one of the things that has been really interesting is I've been noticing this like yo-yo that I've been doing. There's like an interesting bar on the top of my video screen. Is that just me? Where I'm going into other people's realities and then I come out. And then I go into other people's realities and I come out. Like I'm super aware of all of this possibility, like, oh wow, this is possible, and this is possible, and this is possible. And then I'm really, really also aware of where people are functioning from a lot of limiting points of views, like that they have to work for everything, like that they have to overcome other people's points of views, that they have to hide, they have to protect themselves, that there's not enough money, food, water, whatever you'd like for everyone, like all of these interesting points of views. And so I'm going in and out of this space of being me, and this, oh my God, everything sucks. Oh, it's so heavy. Oh, and the anger and the resentment and the guilt and the blame and the shame and the doubt and the like, oh, should I do this? Should I not do this? And it's been really uncomfortable to go into this back and forth. And so one of the things I wanted to look at with this video and send it out to y'all, because I've been getting the messages, I've been reading your emails, thank you, I've been hearing it in my calls online, so I appreciate it. I just get that I really am hearing you. I just needed to take some space for myself so that I could actually really be me again before I did some other videos. And if you haven't heard of the 30-day Being You challenge that Dr. Dane here is inviting us all to, please join that. It's amazing. It's a free 30-day challenge. There's a bunch of people all over the world choosing it. I'll put the link to it somewhere in here. If anybody that's on here now knows about it, put the link to it for everyone. That would be great. Hey, Lisette. Hey, Karen. Hey, Amelia. Hey, Florence. And so one of the things that I did, so here I am, I'm going yo-yo in and out of what's possible and true for me and light and happy and joyful to anger and annoyance and frustration and like impatience, like all this, like, why is things not showing up as fast as I'd like them to show up? Like, come on. And what did I do? So what can you do when it's really uncomfortable like that? And let me know in the chat if that's what's showing up for you at all, if this is relevant at all. If it's not relevant, thanks for watching anyway and just being space for everyone else. Yeah, okay, so it's not just me. Got it. I figured that. So one of the things that I did was first acknowledge, hey, this isn't my shit. This isn't my stuff. This isn't what's true for me. This isn't me even being me. Like when I'm really upset and angry, like if it's, you guys know, a lot of you know me, if I haven't laughed in like 5 minutes, like even 5 minutes, it's not that long, something's off. I'm always whistling and singing and dancing and laughing when I'm being me. And so what is it for you when you're being you? What does that look like and be like? And what are those signs for you to know, hi, someone's sneaking in here right now. How do you know for you that it is that you're being you? And how do you know, what's the signals for you when you know that you're so not being you? And maybe just take a moment and acknowledge if you're being you right now or not. Okay. Thank you. Just that little bit. Notice and perceive the shift in the space that opened up with just that little bit of acknowledgement of like, yeah, okay, this is what's actually true for me. And then the other thing I did is then I reached out to a friend Rachel that I mentioned earlier, I reached out to Rachel. I was like, Rachel, please ask me some questions. Please ask me some questions. And I love her and I love my friends all over the world. I can reach out to them because they'll ask me questions from a space of no judgment, from a space of no point of view. They don't have an agenda. They're not trying to get me to a certain place or to choose a certain thing. They're just like, hey, let's ask questions and see what awareness shows up. And so who could you ask? Who could you reach out to? Who is that for you that asks you a question and is just with you with no judgment, with no point of view? Okay. I'm still figuring out what it is to be me. Yeah, I get that. I get that as well because we're constantly evolving and changing. Like, and it's not even like being me as in a certain definition. And it's great that you brought that up because one of the questions that Rachel asked me was, well, what does it mean to you to be you? Like, where are you defining that in any way? Because as soon as you're defining it by definition's sake is a limitation. So what if we just let go of everywhere that we've defined ourselves and whatever we think is being us, and let's let all that go so we can actually have what's beyond that definition, that space, that lightness again. Hi, Amada. Oh, I miss you, honey. So the other thing I did, so I asked her to ask me questions. She was phenomenal. She asked me all these different questions like, hey, how are you defining yourself? What does being you mean to you? What would bring you joy today? What would light you up? And I was like, yes. And these are things that, you know, I ask other people. And so it's not that I don't know this. You guys know this. You all know this. But sometimes you just need to have somebody that's outside of the mess, outside of the funk and all the crazy that you're aware of to ask you questions so that you can actually remember, hey, that's right. I did know that. I know this. This is what's true for me. This is boom, 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 boom. Yeah, okay. And then we have that lightness again. We have that space. And then the third thing I did to get me to be more me and to have what was true for me is I pivoted. I pivoted to what I was sending energy toward, which was the frustration and the anger and the impatience and the, oh, come on, this is too slow, to, all right, let me pivot. Now that I have the awareness of what's actually fun for me and what's joyful, I can be like, all right, what would be fun right now? Even if it's just a couple seconds that I could choose. And I just went, yeah, and I pivoted to that. And I started sending energy to that instead. Because what you send your energy toward is what grows. So if we send our energy toward that frustration, the anger, the impatience, the crazy of the world with what we're aware of when we start thinking that it's us being crazy, that's what we start creating more and more of. We start having more of that be right here instead of all this fun that's like actually what's really good and about living, what's the adventure of living, what like lights us up. So I was like, oh wait, I could go and work with a student right now. They're calling. Okay, cool. I can go and watch a 5-minute YouTube video that makes me laugh. I can go and sing and dance. It's pouring rain outside my window right now here in Savannah, Georgia. And I was like, oh, wow, it's gorgeous. Let me look at that and take some deep breaths and really just enjoy the energy of it. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. I invite you to receive from all of this torrential rain here right now. I love the rain, so it actually is really fun for me. What would be fun for you? What would be fun for you to choose and send your energy toward and receive from that's maybe different from what you've been choosing the last couple seconds, couple minutes, couple days, couple weeks, couple months, couple years, couple lifetimes, whatever it is. And please choose that. Because yeah, this is what's gonna actually undo a lot of the crazy that we're aware of is when we're actually choosing happy, we get to be that invitation to happy for other people. And I don't know about y'all, I would really like a lot more happy in the world. Can I get a thumbs up for anybody who would like a lot more happy in the world? So yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you right now. What could you choose today that would actually be congruent with what is actually true for you, what lights you up, who you truly be, beyond definition, beyond all that definition that we were talking about earlier. And yeah, thanks for being willing to choose it in whatever way works for you. And it doesn't have to be like any way that I'm saying that I brought up. I'm just giving some examples. But thank you, thank you, thank you for choosing happy. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your questions, for sending me all this yummy love, and for watching the video. And I will catch you another time, okay? Bye.